From a real-life cave of wonders to an ocean of blue flowers, here are unbelievable places that actually exist. Number 15. Marble Caves of Chile Chico. The only way to reach these breathtaking caves is to take a ferry, since there is no land surrounding them. They are located in Patagonia and feature some of the most whimsical rock structures in the world. The formation protrudes from the water, and its smooth, layered structure exhibits varying blue hues that swirl together. The cavern's sleek walls are contrasted by jagged rocks that jut down from the ceiling. All of the detail of the marble caves reflects in this glassy blue water that fills the floor. If it isn't impressive enough, the water's colors change with the seasons. Number 14. Lake Hillier. This unusual body of water is off the coast of Western Australia. It isn't the easiest place to visit, but can be reached by flying or taking a cruise. What makes Lake Hillier stand out is its bright pink shade. It is greatly contrasted by the surrounding green forest, so there's no way to miss it when one is overhead. Its unique rosy color comes from the microscopic organisms that inhabit it, including Dunelliella salina and other halophiles, or salt-loving bacteria. The lack of other life in this lake is due to its salt content. However, as long as people don't drink the briny liquid, they can go for a swim without worry. Number 13. Salar de Uyuni. This breathtaking spectacle is in southwest Bolivia. Salar de Uyuni is the world's most sizable salt flat. It is formed over thousands of years throughout the evolution of many lakes in the Altiplano. This vast salt desert covers over 4,000 square miles. During the rainy season, when surrounding lakes flow over its smooth surface, the flat turns into an enormous mirror. It reflects everything above it, which gives it the appearance of an infinite sky. When someone walks through Salar de Uyuni during this time of year, it looks as if they are stepping on clouds. Number 12. The Black Forest. This immense wooded area in southwest Germany is one of the most visited tourist destinations, and for a good reason. But what makes this forest so unique? The Black Forest is home to several remarkable towns, stunning lakes, and Germany's renowned Treberg waterfalls. Perhaps the most alluring aspect of this mysterious place is its dark, eerie atmosphere. The tall trees let in minimal amounts of light, which illuminate the forest moss-covered floor. The creepy feeling visitors get while trekking through these woods is no surprise at all. In fact, the Black Forest was where numerous Grimm Brothers fairy tales took place. Number 11. Bergpark, Wilhelmshöhe. This is a magnificent park in Germany. It is built into the side of a hill and took 150 years to complete. It is the biggest mountain park in Europe. Its most notable characteristics are the various falls and channels of descending water, which begin at the top of a hill where a Hercules statue sits upon an architecturally striking octagonal structure. From there, the cascades make their way down to the grand fountain, which faces the Wilhelmshöhe Palace. Number 10. Mendenhall Ice Caves. This astounding place in Juneau, Alaska. One must journey over frigid water and glacial cliffs to reach the Mendenhall Ice Caves. But their magnificence makes the trek worth it. Smooth weathered stones line the floor, while a canopy of ice creates the cavern's remarkable ceiling, which is patterned like rippling water and sparkles like waves in the moonlight. Everything within the caves is drenched in bright blue light, courtesy of the glacier's iconic color. However, the Mendenhall Glacier and ice caves are retreating quickly and won't be available to visit much longer. Number 9. Fingal's Cave. This grand cavern is in Scotland. It is part of Staffa, a desolate island. It got its name from a piece of work by James Macpherson, a poet who lived in the 1700s. Fingal's Cave is made of volcanic rock, which is formed in an uncommon geometric pattern. It is approximately 70 feet tall and 270 feet deep. The Celtic people also refer to the cavern as the Cave of Melody due to its acoustic properties. People can only visit Fingal's Cave by boat. If the water is tranquil, ships may dock on the island so tourists can enter and explore part of the grotto on foot. The inner walls of Fingal's Cave are made of the same basalt as the outside, which is stacked in rectangular columns and almost looks man-made. There have been musical pieces inspired by this wonder, as well as novels and poems. Number 8. Sundung Cave. This gargantuan cavern is located in Vietnam and is the largest in the world. It was found in 1991, but wasn't explored until 2009. This is because the locals were afraid to traverse the surging water at the cave's entrance and the arduous plunge further down. However, the British Cave Research Association passed through Sundung Cave after a couple of setbacks, and as of 2013, the public has been welcome to enter it. Of course, professional tour guides are needed, and it can be a bit costly. The cave is a total of over 5 miles from start to finish, well over 600 feet high and almost 500 feet wide. Part of its ceiling have crumbled over time, allowing sunlight to flow into certain areas, which has caused some vegetation to grow. The contrast of the trees and the stalagmites, which reach upwards of 200 feet, make Sundung Cave a fascinating place to behold. Number 7. Tunnel of Love. This astonishing place is in Ukraine. It is a railway that is approximately 4 miles long, 3 of which are wrapped in a forest. The trees have grown tall and their collapsed branches from a canopy of green leaves. During the winter, snow falls over the woods, creating a whimsical white pathway. The Tunnel of Love is a renowned tourist destination. However, the train still runs, transporting plywood to Kleven. The train's operators have to watch out for people on the tracks, as it has become a popular spot for photographs. It is said that the trees were initially planted around the railway to hide the transportation of military equipment. However, opposed to its original, more serious purpose, this path through the trees has become a place where couples can go on romantic strolls and enjoy the gentle sunlight that cascades through its dense leaves. Number 6. Eternal Flame Falls. This waterfall is in Chestnut Ridge Park in New York. Although Eternal Flame Falls isn't massive, it has an interesting element: fire. Near the bottom of the waterfall, there is a tiny cavern that natural gas flows out of. When lit, the gas produces a flame that can be seen year-long, although sometimes the fire goes out and has to be ignited again. Eternal Flame Falls wasn't originally a popular tourist destination, but as it gained more recognition from the media, people started visiting it more often. It has also been studied by several geologists who discovered that it emits more propane and ethane than any other natural gas secreting place. Number 5. The Zhangjiadanxia landform. This stunning landscape is found in Linz County, China. These rocks are like ogres. They have layers. They're much more stunning than Shrek's relatives, however. They appear velvety, but form pointed, jagged peaks. The striped multicolor stone is due to the different types of minerals that were deposited throughout the landform's sandstone base millions of years ago. The bright hues give Zhangjiadanxia landform the appearance of a rainbow. This whimsical place could be right out of a Dr. Seuss story and has been named one of China's most brilliant landforms. Number 4. Nika Mine. This world wonder is in Chihuahua, Mexico. It has gained a lot of recognition due to its colossal selenite crystals. In fact, within the mine there is a cavern called the Cave of Crystals. It is about 1,000 feet under the surface and encompasses some of the most substantial crystals ever discovered, the largest of which is nearly 40 feet long, 13 feet across, and weighs over 50 tons. These sparkling cylinders were formed by magma-heated mineral-rich water that came into contact with chilled water. The cool water oxidized the sulfides, turning them into sulfates. Over the course of about 500,000 years, they crystallized, creating the breathtaking formations seen in the cave today. Number 3. The Blue Forest. This striking forest is in Belgium. It is also known as Hallerbos in Dutch, since it is located mostly in Halle. This wooded area exhibits tall, spaced-apart trees, making it easy to traverse. Its floor is blanketed with vegetation, which doesn't get it much attention on a regular basis. However, during the springtime, bright bluebells begin to bloom, covering the entire forest in a magnificent shade of blue. During this season, the Blue Forest is a popular tourist destination. It is simple to reach, and people can take public or private transportation to get there. Number 2. Fly Geyser. This one-of-a-kind formation can be found in northwestern Nevada. The geyser is only about 5 feet tall and 12 feet wide. It was formed in 1964 partly by nature and partly by man. An energy company drilled a well into the Hualapai geothermal flats, stuck the 200-degree water, and left it alone because they couldn't use it. Although they reportedly tried to seal the hole, the water broke through and surged into the air. Over time, mineral deposits built up and formed the geyser we see today. There are other water spouts in the area, but Fly Geyser is the most unusual-looking one. It is blanketed in thermophilic algae, which lives in hot and humid environments. This organism is what causes the otherworldly red and green colors that cover the formation. Since the Fly Geyser continues spewing water into the air, the mineral deposits cause it to grow ceaselessly. Number 1. Blood Falls. This bizarre wonder is in Victoria Land in East Antarctica. Its name, as well as its sinister appearance, is enough to send chills up anyone's spine. The waterfall seeps out of Taylor Glacier. Blood Falls gets its name from the water's bright red hue. The salt water is filled with iron oxide, which causes its disturbing shade, and its stark contrast against the pure white glacier makes it appear even more striking. Due to its eye-catching look, scientists have studied Blood Falls on several occasions to determine its origin. They found that an extraordinary bacterial ecosystem exists beneath the glacier that produces ferric and sulfate ions. In fact, Blood Falls encompasses over 15 varieties of microorganisms. This watery marvel was the first of its kind to be discovered.